Good morning, students. Once again, I welcome you in my YouTube channel, Rosalind DNA Classes. So, today we will start one new topic under the broad heading of life process. So, before starting this new topic, just I want to recapitulate all the topics that we have learned. We have learned about the digestion and digestive system. So, digestion of different components of food in digestive system, or you can say alimentary canal or gut. So, carbohydrate after digestion it was converted into glucose, fructose, mannose, whatever, and proteins they were converted into different types of amino acids. Fat, they have been converted into different types of fatty acids and glycerols, isn't it? So after the completion of digestion of these different components of food, they are being absorbed by the intestinal villi, and finally they have come in the capillaries, and through capillaries they come in the main blood vessels, and through main blood vessels they enter in the liver, and from liver it will be distributed throughout our body, so that each and every cells of our body can be nourished, isn't it? And after that we have learned about the respiratory system and cellular respiration. So in respiratory system we had seen how gases exchange were going on in between the lungs alveoli and the blood vessels. In blood vessels, RBCs were present, hemoglobins were there, and these hemoglobins were carrying oxygen to the tissues, and they are getting carbon dioxide from the cells, and after that they are releasing this carbon dioxide in the lungs alveoli, and from lungs alveoli they were finally exhaled out through nasal cavity, isn't it? So all these things we have learned. So I have recapitulated all these things so that we can understand the benefits, the importance, the need, the role of these blood cells and blood vessels that present throughout our body. And these bloods are being circulated by one important structure that you are being seen in the screen. So let's start transportation in human beings. So my dear students, you can see again on the screen the first topic I have written, that is the composition, of blood. So composition of blood cells, plasma are present, blood cells, WBC, platelets, RBCs, and WBCs helps in immunity. They provide us immunity. These days we are facing COVID-19, so definitely these WBCs are helping us so that we can fight with COVID-19. Then platelets helps in the coagulation of the blood whenever there will be any cut on our skin, on our body, any hemorrhage. Then blood bleeding, to stop the bleeding, platelets will help by the process of coagulation. RBCs, these RBCs I have discussed with you. Inside the RBC, hemoglobins are present. RBC are nucleusless, no cell organelles, only hemoglobin inside, so that they can bind up with more and more oxygen molecules. So I have shown you here this rectangular structure where four pockets I have shown, 1 2 3 4. So these four pockets are present in each hemoglobin, so that each and every molecule of hemoglobin can bind with four molecules of oxygen. That's why I have written here, one molecule of hemoglobin will bind with four molecule of oxygen. It will form Hb4O8. So all these things about the blood cells. Now plasma, this plasma we call it watery fluid. Apart from this water, nutrients are also present. So these nutrients are glucose, fructose, amino acids, vitamins, ions, proteins, enzymes, hormones, etc. So see, all these things provide nourishment to our tissues and cells, isn't it? After that I will start second topic, that is the open circulatory system, and closed circulatory system. Open circulatory system and closed circulatory system. So what does it mean? I will draw a rough diagram of the heart. You see this cone like structure, we call it ventricle. It is highly muscular. And this thin flap like structure, we called it auricle. And from this auricle blood vessels will come out, and they will form fine thin structure, we call it capillary. And here cells are present, or tissues or any organs are present. So you can see this, the tip of these capillaries are open at the end of tissue. They are opened, that's why they are called open circulatory system. And finally the blood will come here, and the tissues or cells will bath in this blood. That's why it is called open circulatory system. It is present in arthropods and molluscans. Arthropods like insects, cockroach, molluscans, snails. Nahin. Now the closed circulatory system. You see the closed circulatory system. This closed circulatory system, again I will draw the structure of the heart. So here at the end of blood capillaries, the tip of the blood capillaries are closed, you can see, and the tissues are not bathed in the blood. And from these capillaries, gases will diffuse like carbon dioxide or CO2 will come out from the tissues. They will enter here, and whatever the nutrients are present, they will also come here, and tissues will get the nutrients. Clear? So this is called closed circulatory system. It is present in annelids like earthworms, nereis, leech, annelids, and all vertebrates. So all vertebrates means from fishes, amphibians, reptiles, apes means birds, and we mammals. So it is present. Clear? So now after that we will discuss about the blood vessels. So this is one of the important part of the transportation of blood in human beings. So blood vessels. So if you will see the blood vessels, it is of two types in our body. Number one is the artery. Number two is the vein. Clear? So number one, first we will discuss about the number one artery. I will draw the diagram of the artery. The wall of the artery is thick. It is thick. So why it is thick? So that it can tolerate the jerk of the blood, because this artery is originating from the heart, and this heart pump the blood with pressure. So to tolerate that pressure of heart that is present in the blood, its wall is thick and elastic. Clear? Its wall is thick and elastic. So we can write it tolerate jerk. Number two, it is valveless. Number three, it is deep seated. आपको स्किन के जस्ट नीचे ये दिखेगा नहीं. Number three, it distributes blood to the cells, tissues or organs. Clear? And number for the most that is interesting, I can say. So after death we will not find blood in the artery, because heart is collapsed, heart is not working, so blood we will not get in the artery. Now what about this vein? You see this vein is thin This vein is thin and very least elastic, and it is with semilunar valve. Semilunar valve means half moon like, valves are present. Semilunar valve, you see, half moon. So valves are present and they are collecting blood from different parts of the body, and finally they back to the heart so that they can give blood to the heart. So suppose blood is present here. Now it is semilunar valve. Semilunar valve. So the volume of blood that is filled here, it will create pressure on this valve and then it will be opened and blood will move ahead. आप देखिए blood यहाँ आ जाएगा. Then again this chamber will be filled. Then it will create pressure on this valve. Then it will be opened. Valve will be opened. It will move forward, but it will never move backward. Just like our volleyball and basketball, we push air by pressure inside it, but it will never come out due to the presence of the valve. Same thing is in the tube of the cycle also. So that is the purpose of the valve. This valve, we will also see the function of this valve in heart also. So semilunar valve, so it is present below the skin. ठीक है, not deep seated, you can write not deep seated. Collects blood from different parts of the body, isn't it, and come back to heart. Clear? So now one more thing, after death, that is also interesting here. After death we will get blood in the veins because this vein is not under the pressure of pumping mechanism of the heart. Clear? That's why we will get blood in the vein after death. So after this we will study about the capillaries. The last topic today's capillaries. We will study about the capillaries. So capillaries, see this artery thick, then it will become thin, isn't it? Again it will form fine branches. And they will be closed at the tip because we have closed circulatory system. So this thick part we called artery. This thin part we called arteriole. And after this very fine branch like structure we called capillaries. We called capillaries, isn't it? We called capillaries. And after that from this side we will see these fine structures of the capillaries, then venules, then it will be thicked, form vein, isn't it? So we called it vein. This is the venules, this is the venule, and these are the capillaries. And again they are closed at the tip. And here you will get tissues, organs or cells, isn't it? So this artery will provide oxygen to the cell, isn't it? And this venule will carry carbon dioxide that is released by the cell. They will get, isn't it? They will get carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide will be released by the cell and it will be absorbed by the capillaries of the venules. And one more thing I want to tell you. You just see, these capillaries are made up of single layered of cells. These capillaries are made up of single layered of cells, and this single layered of cells we called endothelial cells. what we call this single layer of cells we called endothelial cells. I will write here endothelial cells, isn't it? Endothelial cells. So this is about the capillary. At the last, you just see this diagram that is telling about something. So this diagram, that is capsule movement of neutrophils by dipedesis. Dipedesis means the movement of WBCs from capillaries to the external environment. मीन्स जब WBCs कैपिलरीज के रास्ते बाहर आकर कैपिलरीज के जो थिन सेल्ड हैं उन थिन सेल्ड के बीच में जो सर्टेन स्पेस है वहां से वो ऊज आउट होकर बाहर आते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड डायपेडेसिस. So diapedesis through capillary pores and by chemotaxis toward an area of tissue damages. Chemotaxis means certain chemicals that provoke this WBCs to come out. Means कुछ signals मिलते हैं इनको, है ना, जिसके थ्रू ये इनको महसूस होता है कि हमें बाहर आकर उस सिग्नल्स को कैच करना है. तो यहाँ पर देखिए ये ब्लड कैपिलरीज है, दिस इज द ब्लड कैपिलरीज, और यहाँ से ये WBCs लगातार बाहर आ रहे हैं. WBCs बाहर आकर यहाँ पर देखिए जो फॉरेन पार्टिकल्स है इसको किल करने के लिए आ रहे हैं. दैट इज द सोर्स ऑफ द कीमोटैक्सिस. आप देख सकते हैं दैट इज द सोर्स ऑफ द कीमोटैक्सिस. सो फाइनली दे किल इट एंड दैट प्रोसेस वी कॉल डायपेडेसिस. सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट of the capillaries through which WBCs are coming out. Why only from capillaries WBCs are coming out? Because the wall of the capillaries are thin. I have told you it is made up of single endothelial cells, isn't it? So I hope you have understood. Thank you very much once again and take care, stay safe, and please don't forget to subscribe your channel because this is your channel, your learning, you are learning. Thank you very much.